What is going on, guys? Today is a little bit of a different type of video. We are reacting to a tier list of the Madden 22 TDBarrett League. So essentially, my fellow YouTuber and friend, Mr. Retro, he made a tier list online, and he did it live on live stream. He live streams like all the Express Leagues as well, so definitely go check him out. But he did it, and he asked like me and TD and people to react to it. So I'm gonna react to it. I'm gonna give my opinion. He essentially put everyone in like a tier list maker thing, which I'm gonna show you guys in a second. And he put them S tier, A tier, B, C, D tier, and pretty much put everyone in order of who he thinks is the best and why. I'm gonna go through that as well, give you guys my thoughts, and yeah, let's hop in the video. Okay, guys, so here's our, I'm going to be looking over here a little bit because my computer's over here, I'm sorry. But we are going to go through this list. So, essentially, you guys see all the names. He put some in yellow, so not the greatest color choice you can't really see, but I'll explain them to you when we get there. So, we have the S tier first, which are the best players, obviously A, and then D are the worst players, and Mr. Retro's opinion. So we're going to go through this, and we might adjust a little bit, but I think this list is pretty solid, man. I think this list is pretty solid looking at it at face value. I think he did a really good job with these players. A lot of these guys are just the most consistent players that have been in the league, so there's been a lot of dudes like in and out of the league. Some of these guys haven't played the full season. Like even I joined these leagues in like December, so there were some leagues before this that I wasn't even in. So yeah, so let's start at the top, man. Actually, let's start at the bottom. Micah, Teague, Pampa. So Micah, Teague, and Pampa, probably the worst three players in the league, straight up. Okay, so there was a little controversy. Teague thinks he's above Micah. I'm gonna actually agree with him there, man. I'm gonna agree with Teague. I'm gonna put him above. Where is it? There we go. Above Micah. Teague, I think he just like Micah. When I go into a game, I'm like, dang, like this is gonna be a 40-point blowout every single time. Teague, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like a 20-point blowout every single time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the lesser of two evils, you could say. Papa he's just in a league of his own, man. I blow him out every single time, and he's just pausing the game a million times, saying why his connection is bad. So, you know, not much more to say about that. He just is the worst player. So, DJ, Darian, Devote, these three are kind of like interchangeable. I feel like those are good C tier people. I don't think any of them have ever made a bowl. Devote has beat me a few times, but like I said, he hasn't really had anything to show for it. So I'm gonna actually move him to the best of C tier. There we go, and leave DJ and Darian there. So I think that's a pretty solid C tier. The B tier gets a little crazy because there's so many B tier players. So okay, so we got Crotchy at the best B tier, Bryce, Jonas, Varro, Retro, Carson, who's that? Cameron, Brady, and 8 Miles, Mech, Dubs, and Stanky Nephew. So this gets a little crazy here. I think that Varro, because he's like I think he's won 2 bowls recently. I'm gonna put him at the top of the B tier. He could arguably be A tier. He just hasn't been in the leagues long enough. Like he literally just joined. He just joined the leagues and he's already got like 2 bowls. So I think that's a solid place for Varro. Crotchy was really good. He always had really good teams though, and he ran that bunch tight end scheme. The same thing that Throne runs. So when people run the schemes that like other people run, I don't know. It just kind of turns me off to their skill level, but can't argue with him, man. He always beat me really bad, but I wasn't really good at that point. He left the leagues a long time ago, so I'll leave him there. Bryce, really good player. I'm gonna leave him there as well. Jonas, I'm gonna put no, I'm not, because Jonas made a couple bowls. We're gonna leave Retro there. Retro, I feel like me and Retro are like same skill level. Just I have 3 bowls, he has none. So I can't really vouch for him. I think he's a really good player. I think we're probably 50-50 on our games all the time. We've played so many times, bro. I feel like I played him more than anyone else in the leagues. And I feel like we've like split our games. We're probably 50-50. Carson behind him is good, I think. Cameron, people were saying Cameron was too high. So Cameron is the dude, if you guys watch my videos, he like came on the mic and swore at me when I beat him once. So we have a little bit of beef in the leagues, but he pretty much is just a crazy runner. Like he runs the ball down your throat, bro, and he does not like to pass. But recently I just blew him out. I just blew him out in the playoffs. So I don't know, man. I feel like he should be lower. Like Brady, I feel like Miles is better than him. I feel like I'm gonna put him. Actually, I'll put him right below Mech, and I think that's good. Miles, honestly, I don't remember how Miles plays. Like, if you guys, I'm good friends with Miles is my boy, but I don't really know how he plays. I don't really remember how he plays, to be honest. He's like in and out of these leagues like pretty inconsistently, and when he does drafts, he usually does like theme drafts, so he doesn't really like go for the comp. He goes for the content for the YouTube, which I can respect. But I'm gonna leave him there. Dubs, I feel like Dubs is better than Mech, so I'm gonna put Dubs there. And then who's that? Cameron and Stanky Nephew, I think we'll leave there for B tier. For A tier, this is where it gets interesting, man. This is where it gets interesting. He's got Brett, who is TD, at the best of the A tier players. Noodles, me, Stu, Ecuadorius, and Allotted. So I honestly think, I don't know. I don't think. I'm actually gonna move a lot. I love you, Allotted. I'm gonna move you behind Varro. I feel like Varro is better than Allotted. I don't think he deserves to be A tier. Ecuadorius. Ecuadorius. He has messed me up in some games, bro. But he hasn't been in the leagues for a minute. I feel like he is a better player than me, but he just hasn't been in the leagues that much. He's definitely better than Stu. I'm putting EQ above Stu. Stu, if you guys don't know, he's like the commissioner of the leagues. He runs KMX scheme. I don't have a lot of respect for his gameplay, man. I really don't, because his whole scheme he just learned from a pro, and he runs like the 2 plays that he was taught. So I don't know, man. I feel like I'm better than him. I feel like Ecuadorius is better than him, and Ecuadorius, I'm pretty sure, has more rings than him. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Brett and Noodles. Noodles came in the leagues on fire, bro. He hit the ground running. He joined he joined the Express Leagues like maybe like a month or 2 ago, and he ran off like 3 rings like in the blink of an eye. So I don't know, man. Putting him above Brett, I feel like it's kind of disrespectful. But Noodles, I don't know, man. Noodles is really good. He is really good. I would play Noodles, or I would play Brett over Noodles any day of the week. But I don't know. I beat Noodles a few times too. But just because of Brett's longevity, obviously he's in every league. I'm going to leave him at A, right behind Brett and right above me. But Brett at A. I don't know, man. Brett is clutch. He is clutch. He is clutch, but he has lost a ton of Super Bowls as well. But he has made it to a ton of Super Bowls. I don't want to put him above. I don't want to put myself above him just because. I don't know. I feel like he is better than me at the game, but sometimes I just have his number, and sometimes I just outplay him. But I feel like overall he is better than me for sure. Is he S tier? Probably not. Like, these S tier dudes, I feel like pretty much beat me every single time. Brett, I obviously beat him sometimes. I beat him in the playoffs a lot, which is why I don't put him above to S tier. But he definitely is better than me. I'm going to leave him above Noodles. I don't know. I'm going to leave him above Noodles just for the longevity aspect, the LeBron James effect, you know, the longevity. S tier. We got V Russ, lower S tier. I'm going to leave V Russ there. Yeah, I think V Russ also joined the leagues late, but he came in running kind of like Noodles. And then he kind of stopped playing. But V Russ, pretty good run, bro. He was pretty unstoppable. He had a very unique offense, tight offset, which I respect. And he's a very good player. He's gonna throw you some one-on-one balls, and he's gonna try to moss you, which I respect, man. You gotta have a little bit of edge to you. Key, who is Kashawn, he is notorious for that Seahawks team. He ran off like 3 Super Bowls back to back to back. In his prime, he was a problem. He was a problem with the Seahawks, and he was pretty unstoppable with them. Without Slinger, he wasn't as good, but just for that run he had, excuse me, early on, I feel like he deserves to be in that S tier right above V Russ. Don, I don't know, bro. Sometimes, like, recently in these Express Leagues, he stopped playing, but right before he stopped playing, he won a lot of bowls in a row, and he had my number. So I beat him a few times, like before he started winning the Bulls in the Express Leagues. But he's a very good player, man. He changes up his scheme a lot, so it's really hard to figure him out. So I'm going to leave him where he is. T-Hammer and Luke, man, they're like 1A and 1B. T-Hammer, easily 1A. Luke's only competition was T-Hammer. That's a hot take. His only competition was T-Hammer for a while, man. Luke was a problem. If you look at Luke on current gen, though, Luke on current gen, he has won the most weekend leagues out of anyone in Madden. Anyone. So this dude is he could be a pro, man. He should be a pro. If you guys ask me, Luke should be a pro. T-Hammer, though, easily the best player. I'm dying over here. Hold up. That is my reaction to this list. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you think I'm better than TD? Do you guys think I'm better than V-Rush? Do you think I'm better than Kashawn? If you guys don't know who these people are, leave a question in the comments. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Yeah. That's what I think about this list. Shout out to Mr. Retro. Definitely go sub to him. This was his idea, so pretty cool idea. Yeah. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I came from Madden 23. Thank you guys so much. Peace.